Morning, HMS7. It's great to see everybody back here on a Monday. Reminder of the book club we got firing up this week. Again, Miss Webster, Miss Range, first meeting is on the 9th during 4th hour, 11:05 to 11:35. It's going to be on Tuesdays. Those of you who are interested in books and in introducing a book club, that's going to start this week. Please feel free to stop by room 405 for that on March the 9th. I love reading like no other, and so hopefully many of you will take to this opportunity to read a little bit more while here at school. Again, our main focus of our Jumpstarts are to lock in on those 7 habits of highly effective people. That process of creating a leader within you. Again, this program is a leader in me. The leader is not always the loudest person in the room. Sometimes it's the person that leads by example. These habits that we talk about, every time we run a Jumpstart, can be practiced each and every day. If you practiced these habits 100 years ago, you would have found success. Practice these habits now, you'll find success. Practice these habits 100 years in the future, you will definitely find success. Starts with being proactive, taking the initiative when you're struggling with something, rather than saying, this is too hard, I'm going to quit. This is hard, I'm going to find a solution through some time and through some effort. Secondly, that putting first things first is that prioritizing philosophy, making sure we got our big rocks when we walk into the school. Begin with that end in mind when you get here each day. Walk in each day, try setting a goal that works. Win-win, work with each other to find a better way, a third way. Win-win is that cooperative philosophy. We talked about the listening philosophy, number 5, and now we're on to synergizing. Synergy is basically 2 people or multiple people working together to create a better way, a third way. It involves humility, it involves cooperation, it involves celebrating our differences and utilizing those as our strengths. And we'll get to the 7th habit when we get into the month of April. Again, all these habits can be practiced every day, throughout the day, each and every day of your life. You do that, you're going to find some success. Also with that is that idea of having a growth mindset. Growth mindsets and habits flow right together perfectly. If you want to grow those abilities, those habits, those things you repeatedly do each day, they do take time and effort. Put that time and effort in. If you don't feel yourself improving, ask some questions of yourself. What have I not tried? What else could I try today? Could I ask a teacher? Could I try a different method of things instead of stating, you know what? I have a test today. You could try, I have a test next week, start studying then. Mistakes equal growth. I think we need to remember this. Everyone here is a great kid. Sometimes we make bad decisions. Sometimes we put off studying on that exam. Sometimes we put off that homework. There's always an opportunity to learn from those mistakes. Don't beat yourself up. Learn from those mistakes. Have them help you grow. Have a purpose and practice it daily. Have a purpose, practice it daily. Try to come in here, practice those 7 habits each and every day. Practice them daily, then move on. Our example of synergizing for the week, our historical example, is the populist movement, otherwise known as the People's Movement, that emerged over 100 years ago in the United States. And this is when a group of people, primarily here in the Midwest and especially in Kansas, got together to fight against corporate corruption. They believed that big businesses at the time had too much power. They believed that they were concentrating all the money and resources in the hands of a few people. And so the People's Party got together and put aside their differences, experienced a little humility, they cooperated, they worked to find a better way, which was a collection of people getting together and getting involved in the political process to get the politicians at the time to pass legislation to try to break up some of these big businesses. A lot of their history or the legacy of the Populist Party is still with us today. There are still people out there fighting, clawing, scratching to make America a better place to live in, to fight against corporate corruption, to fight against the concentration of power in the hands of a few people. Synergy is that philosophy. There was synergy behind the populist movement, a group of people getting together to try to find a better way to distribute the vast amount of resources that the United States has at its disposal. This can happen at any time and at any place. Synergy is a powerful tool in your toolbox, but it takes people that want to put aside their differences, people who want to experience diversity and understand that diversity is a strength, people who want to cooperate and find a better way to try to take that down. But the populist movement of the United States is our Monday example of synergy, our Monday historical example of synergy, of the power of a group that was able to get together. And they did. They ended up passing the Sherman Antitrust Act, which is still on the books today. The Sherman Antitrust Act is still used today to try to break up big businesses, spread them out, so that the prices are equitable for the American people and the wealth is distributed the way it should. It's great to see you guys here on a Monday. Love seeing everybody back in the building. Keep working hard, practice those 7 habits daily, and we'll see you around.